Hi, I'm Sarge,
I'm Maynerd.
and this is Maynard's Roundtable.
It's still round.
Yeah, it didn't change. It didn't
No.
change. Contrary to popular opinion, we're not the same guy.
No, we are not the same person. We're occupying the same physical space.
There's no mirror I can reach over here.
Right. I'm not talented enough to put. It's just not happening. We're
So-
two different people.
Yeah, thank you for the repeated questions, but we're still not the same guy. So this is a weekly show where we talk about things that are happening in the world. Mostly weird things, because we don't talk about politics, because that shit's stupid.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that.
Also, everyone already talks about politics, and it's probably not something you're here for.
No.
If you're looking at me for political news, you are making a lot of mistakes in your life.
No.
Having said that, shark news!
Oh, jeez, again?
I love shark news. Enormous shark found with his head bitten off by an even bigger beast
We're gonna need a bigger shark.
off the Australian coast.
Oh, that does not surprise me at all.
Not at all.
It's full of monsters.
It's the worst place in the world. That's why Russell Crowe's from there.
Well, or the best, because there's all the monsters. It's kind of cool.
You make an excellent point.
Right.
Also, that's where the Tasmanian devil comes from, and he's fucking great.
Right?
That's why so many people from
Right?
Worcester have it tattooed on their calf.
Yes, because they've been to Australia.
Yeah. I don't think they've actually been there.
No, I don't think so either.
No. Maybe some people from Weymouth.
Maybe.
Anyway, an Australian fisherman has found a huge severed shark's head in the ocean, sparking fears it could be a massive super shark!
Megalodon!
Super shark!
Yes.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited.
Guy whose name I can't pronounce made the discovery in waters off the coast of Sydney, Australia this morning, and is desperate to know what monster ate the rest of the shark's body.
Something bigger than the shark.
He was fishing off the coast of another thing I can't pronounce in a town in New South Wales where he picked up a mako shark head weighing 220 motherfucking pounds.
That's a big animal that...
You know what?
Yeah, I can't... The math is just...
We're going to need a bigger boat.
Next subject. I can't... It's just hurting my brain.
All right, so we're going to go a little bit more local and not shark related in any way whatsoever. Man allegedly steals Little Debbie's snack truck.
That's a hungry man.
He didn't eat anything.
Why? Well, what's your motivation then?
Take a look at his picture.
He looks hungry. Why did he...
He does look hungry.
Right.
But you know what? Meth does that.
Oh, yeah.
Elmira, New York. It appears an upstate New York man was not hungry when he stole a Little Debbie snack truck.
And didn't eat anything.
He stole the fucking truck, full of delicious, tasty treats in the back of it, and didn't eat one of them.
Dude didn't even slam a zebra cake?
He did not. Joseph Taco.
Oh, well, maybe he likes tacos then.
Yeah, every Tuesday is a very
Every
special
Tuesday.
day for him.
Yeah.
He stole this truck on a Monday, though.
Yeah,
So maybe he wasn't hungry. Maybe he was saving himself for Taco Tuesday. Either way, this fucking asshole did not eat one fucking snack cake off this truck. He got arrested, and they were like, "Oh, why'd you steal the truck, dum-dum?" And he's like, "Oh, I wanted to go see my friends." The end of the article is probably the saddest ending I've ever heard in my life. It does not appear any snacks were missing. You stole the most delicious thing on earth and did nothing with it.
Dude had zebra cakes for days. Didn't have anything.
Fucking asshole.
Wow.
Okay. I'm going to calm down a little bit, and we're going to move on to the next story.
Yeah.
Which is, of course, from one of our favorite states in New England. And by favorite state, I mean it's the New Jersey and Massachusetts. Rhode Island man hits friend with crowbar at the hospital.
Whoa. We hit his friend with a crowbar at the hospital.
Yeah, his friend was in the hospital.
How did his friend get in the hospital?
Because he was hit with a crowbar once before.
Let me guess who hit him.
His friend, who walked all the way to the hospital and hit him again.
So he hit the guy with the crowbar, then went to the hospital and hit the guy with the same crowbar.
He wanted a sequel.
Wow.
You know what it was like? It was like Evil Dead 1 and Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
The first one was really good, but he wanted to perfect it, so he made a second.
Yeah.
And it was the same story,
Dude's like,
just better production
There
value.
had to have been drinking involved, right?
Yep. He was probably having some of that coffee stout they have down there. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Yep.
And dangerous because 2 crowbar strikes erupted. So apparently they got drunk, and then one of these guys had a fight with his girlfriend, and then it looks like
Crowbar man just went on the rampage.
Walsh fled, and DeFranco was taken to the hospital. Walsh was the one who got into an argument.
Crowbar man.
It's not clear who got into the argument. Anyway, long story short, Walsh ran away, and DeFranco was taken to the hospital because he got smashed in the grape with a fucking crowbar. Then Walsh walked to the fucking hospital in pajama pants, dedication, right?
Right.
And then smashed him in the grape again before the fucking cops showed up and arrested him for smashing his friend in the grape.
Wow, he didn't get arrested the first time, though.
That's not the best way to make wine, okay?
No.
You gotta hit real grapes, not your friend's grapes.
No, you don't hit your friends with crowbars.
Nope. Anyway, that's that story. So, second story, also New England-based. This one is Chicopee, Mass., which is...
Oh.
If Massachusetts were to have an armpit, this would be the dingleberry hanging off the armpit hair. Police in Chicopee, Mass. arrest a man twice in one night after he allegedly vandalized part of a building and then assaulted a store employee. So this story's fascinating for two reasons. One, he was tagging, and he's a grown-ass man. Then, after he was tagging, he got arrested because he had fucking paint on his hands because the goddamn asshole didn't wear gloves like a smart person. So he gets arrested and taken to jail. He's released from jail at 7:34 at night. And then he goes back to the fucking same place, goes into the store where they call the cops on him, and tries to fucking assault an employee with a goddamn guitar. It doesn't say what kind of guitar, but I'm guessing it wasn't like an Epiphone. It was probably like a heavy one, like a Fender.
Yeah, no. Epiphones are pretty heavy too. Just depends on the model. Like he hits it with a Les Paul.
That's
like,
true.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. If you use a Les Paul, he's a fucking asshole. Is what he is.
Oh, he is.
Anyway, long story short, he tries to hit a store employee with a guitar. I don't know why he thought a guitar was a good idea, but then he tries to spit at the employee. He gets kicked out of the store. He kicks the glass in the door. Police show up, chase him down the street. He gets arrested.
Didn't we just do this?
Bob's your uncle. He's in jail now.
Yeah.
Okay, so our final story, maybe one of the greatest stories I've ever read. It's a little old, but I think it's still funny as fuck, so we gotta go with it. Brigadier General Ghulam Reza something else made a sensational claim alleging there was scientific evidence to back it up. Apparently Israel is stealing the clouds over Iran.
Oh, wow. So they just reach over Iraq, and they take those clouds, and they're like, "Say mine."
Yes, and then they leave them over Iraq.
Oh,
because
wow.
Iraq is notoriously rainy.
Oh, that would be it. They can only pull it so far, and then they just, they take it from Iran, it rains on Iraq, and Israel's just like, well, we don't get any of that.
That's
rain.
a total lie. I was in Iraq for a year. It doesn't rain very much there.
Yeah, it's kind of deserty, right?
So this Iranian general is clearly dumb as fuck and a little crazy. He's like the Alex Jones of Iran, except he's in charge of guns and stuff.
You're not getting our firearms. Do you understand?
On top of that, he is quoted as saying, we're facing issues of cloud and snow theft. Because Israel is stealing the snow in Iran.
Okay.
The changing climate in Iran is suspect, he says. Foreign interference is suspected to have played a role in climate change. It comes just weeks after China unveiled an audacious plan to build a powerful machine that will reportedly be able to control the weather because China is the Dr. Evil of the modern world.
Oh, that's kind of believable, but whatever.
Well, that was depressing.
Yeah.
We're going to play a fun game now. So, this is a segment we like to call Judge a Book by Its Cover. We show each other book covers of books we've obviously never read because we're not readers.
No.
No. I read Playboy for the articles and the boobs. Anyway, we show each other book covers and then we try to guess what the book might be about. So, Maynard, let's do it.
There you go. I wonder what that one's about. There's a lot going on in that cover.
So the title of the book is The Pocketbook of Boners, an omnibus of schoolboy howlers and unconscious humor. It's a book. I mean, frankly, it's just mostly boners. I mean, that's really all boys laugh at anyway, you know?
Whether it's a joke or just...
I spent most of my childhood laughing about having a boner.
Yeah. Nice.
I remember one time I was in class in middle school. It was computer class. But, you know, like computers back when I was a kid were basically just boxes that somebody was writing on.
Yeah, you could type like green text.
Yeah, green text. It was a black screen, green text. You'd have to type in like Open Apple P to get it to print. I remember that.
Oh, dear.
Anyway, and I was wearing sweatpants at the time because I was in 6th grade. And that's when I discovered you could tuck your boner into your fucking waistband or your pants. We've talked about this before.
We have.
Yeah, it's better that way. But anyway, the Pocketbook of Boners is literally just about guys making boner jokes, I think.
Yeah. No,
that would be my guess.
It has to be.
Yeah. Just like, hey, guess what?
I have a boner.
it's always funny. It's always
it's
funny.
Like page 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9.
Oh my god, the Pocketbook of Boners, that's my favorite.
And it's a pocketbook, so it's only like, it's a small book. So
yeah, either that or
it doesn't get in the way of your boner.
Or it's a purse for an old lady in Somerville.
Yeah, a pocketbook, yeah. It's a pocketbook. My pocketbook and my Rolaids.
I need a pocketbook that's big enough for me to put my dungarees in.
Yeah, I got my Rolaids. You got Rolaids?
Oh, man.
The worst hat burn.
That is absolutely the best fucking... Okay, you ready? You ready? Okay, this is so good.
Children are no match for fire. Fire safety story for the whole family.
Children will never beat fire, just so you know.
Children are no match for fire.
Why would you write that?
I see what they're trying to do there.
Because they use match and fire. Oh, speaking of that, keep going. I'll just, while you're going.
They're no match.
Children, no match for fire.
For fire, but they are... I think that one must be about, some children thinking they're hardcore, and they try to stick their finger in the fire like that, like all kids do, and see how long they can do it, and then they realize it fucking hurts.
Fire is gonna win every time.
Yeah, every single time, and that kid learned his lesson or her lesson just like that.
Either that,
so that's a really short book. It's like, try touching fire. Ow, you see? Over. Done. Book is over.
It's like 2 pages. Light a match, set the marsh on fire, there go your eyebrows.
Exactly.
Lesson learned.
But the cover was great because they're just running from lighters and matches and things. Is that what it looks like? It's like a lighter?
Yeah, it's a lighter and a candle, or it's a dick with a lot of wax on it. I can't tell. It's not a great picture.
It's like, but that's kind of, I don't think the kids need to be creeped out by giant...
Why scare kids about fire?
Because that's enough right there to scare a kid if they touch it. So
frankly, it looks like the tree has legs as well.
Yeah,
you know what? Look down at the bottom. You see the tree's got legs and the tree's running away as well.
It's actually off to the side here. If you can.
Trees are also scared of fire.
Yeah, so, if you're a parent and you bought that kid that book, you're a terrible person.
You're not a good parent.
No.
Children are no match for fire. You know what children are a match for? Emptying my fucking fridge.
Yeah.
I feel like I go to goddamn Big Y like once a week.
You hear that, Big Y? Maybe make him a...
Yeah, I should shop at BJ's, Big Y, unless you got fucking family-sized boxes of cereal.
Well, it's funny that you say this, because, your kids are eating all your food.
Yeah.
And you could probably use, a couple spare bucks in your pocket every now and again to get some more food. So, this book's going to help you do that.
So the book title is actually fantastic because it strikes you as like, okay, if I were to read this in a list, if I wasn't actually looking at the book cover, I would just think, oh, how to make money in your spare time.
Yeah,
The problem is the cover of the book is a man holding what looks to be a submachine gun, and he's wearing a tuxedo and a ski mask.
That's how Al Capone made money in his spare time.
My guess is he's going to rob a fancy casino that has a jackets-only policy.
Yeah,
even for the criminals that are going to rob it.
Yeah.
And my favorite part is it's by 673126, which is clearly his prisoner number, so maybe don't take advice from the guy who wrote that book.
Yeah, it says note, author's pen name.
Yeah, his pen name is the name that they gave him at San Quentin after he got arrested for knocking over a casino.
So they let the guy write a book about how to get put in jail, but make some money in your spare time before you go to jail.
I'm not going to take your advice because your name is just literally a number.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not comfortable with that.
No.
However, it's a great cover for a book.
Yes.
But maybe the name of the book should be How to Get Arrested While Trying to Make Money in Your Spare Time.
I like it.
Okay, Maynard. I couldn't be prouder of this find.
Oh. How to Poo on a Date. The Lover's Guide to Toilet Etiquette.
Romance for you guys.
I mean, alright, so you're afraid you're going to raise... You must describe the situation where you're like, alright, this is on. How do I explain that I'm away for like a good 10 minutes?
At least 10 minutes.
Right.
And women, this isn't really a problem for you because when you guys poop, it takes like 2 seconds.
Well, or if on the other side, if a woman was like, I'm just going to go freshen up and was gone for 10 minutes, you wouldn't even think that she was pooping. You'd be like, oh, she's just in the ladies' room. Right?
Yeah, no, because she's like, women got things to do. There's extra accoutrement.
Right.
You got to fix your makeup and your hair.
You don't even think about it. It's not even a question. You could be in there for a half hour. It wouldn't matter. You would not be like, oh, wow, she's taking a poop.
Exactly.
Nope. Guy goes in there for more than like a minute and a half. It's like, oh, God, he's
either pooping or he's masturbating. And either one is not palatable when you're at dinner.
Right. And that must explain that maybe there's some tricks in there, you know?
And I'll be honest with you, I would rather she thought I was masturbating, frankly.
Well, I guess, yeah, that's a compliment.
Because at least it means I was being a considerate lover and
Yeah.
I was taking care of business before we got down to business later on.
Yeah, maybe.
You got to get the first one out. You learned that in Something About Mary if you watch it. You younger kids, watch Something About Mary. There's some good advice on how to please your lover.
God, he doesn't flog the dolphin before a big date.
Right?
Yeah, no, that's probably one of my favorite movies.
Also, great way to make your own hair gel. So.
Yeah. It's like going out with a loaded weapon.
Right? Dangerous. Dangerous.
You gotta get the baby batter off the brain.
Such a good movie. But yeah, so first dates, your first date, you don't want to let them know you're pooping.
No, so that book must describe every trick in the book to, shorten that time window to just make it think you just went in to pee.
Yeah, I don't know what those are.
I'm gonna have to read it. I don't know what.
Frankly, if it was up to me, I would just be. I haven't dated in a long time, but if it was up to me, I would take a lot of laxatives the day before the date.
Oh.
That way you know you're going in empty.
Mm.
When I was in the military, when you had to go into the dining facility or like an important building, you always cleared your rifle.
Yeah.
So if you're going on a date and it's important to you, clear your rifle, guy.
Yeah, clear your rifle.
Right? Both rifles,
And all the rifles.
Empty your poop and your penis.
Go in there empty.
Yeah, go in completely dehydrated if you can.
Yeah, don't even drink water.
Yeah, because if you pee for too long, like if you're peeing a lot, she's going to wonder.
She's going to suspect it.
All right. So now we got to talk about the elephant in the room before this episode is over. Gronk retired.
Yeah, no, he did. That's a bit of local news.
I'm going to pour one out for my homie. I'm just kidding. I'm going to pour it into my mouth.
Into your mouth, I hope.
I wouldn't waste beer. I'm from Massachusetts. We don't do that shit. Don't be an idiot.
No.
All right. So if you like this episode, hit like and subscribe. And the bell icon.
Hit that bell.
And if you have a fucking news story, don't fucking hold out. Put that shit in the comments. It takes forever for us to find this shit. If you got a good one, throw it in there.
Yeah, put it in there. Let us know. We'll do that.
Subscribe, bell. Tell your goddamn friends. I'm not doing this for fun. I want more people to watch this show. Because right now it's literally just my mom and Maynerd.
Yeah, I watch every episode.
Yeah, me too. But shit,
But I also edit every episode.
I already know what's coming.
Right.
All right. So subscribe, the bell. Do the bell noise. Let's do the bell noise one more time. Bell noise.
Bell noise.
Bell noise. For whom the bell tolls. Love it. Okay, we're going to go now. But please, subscribe, do all that other shit, hit the bell, and leave a comment for us. Leave a story. Tell us we're doing a good job. Tell us we're doing a shitty job. I'm just kidding. Don't tell us that. I'll fucking find you. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. I love you. A little bit.